What's up, blood, man? This really got me pissed off, man. This whole thing. I mean, first of all, I feel like this. A lot of people say a lot of shit about James. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is don't nobody want to fight James Toney in the boxing ring. It ain't got nothing to do with him not being marketable. It got something to do with him being feared. And ain't no heavyweight out there who on their way up want to take a chance against what is it, 42, 43-year old. They claim me fat and out of shape, but don't nobody want to fight him. Because anybody who know boxing, not all these new motherfuckers who don't know shit, anybody who know boxing, if I was an up and coming fighter, I would love to have the name James Toney on my resume with a W next to mine. But from the Klitschko's on down, they not sure if they can beat this 5'9", 220 to 30 pound, usually come in the ring out of shape, but he fights so relaxed and so defensive, trained by Bill Miller. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't want to fuck with James. That's the bottom line when it comes down to the come down. Motherfuckers say whatever they want to say. I looked at a comment, somebody said James over Floyd. Absolutely, if you really want to get down to it, because you have to love boxing to understand why I make that statement. Okay, don't listen to interviews. Don't listen to HBO 24/7. You know what I mean? Turn this, if you just want to go back into the archives and watch how good James Toney is, I just say that's all I suggest you do. If you want to know about James Toney, you know what I mean? You have to go back. You have to go back and see, like Blood said, when the nigga was 160 and now he all the way at 220, and he just as feared at 220. You know what I mean? And only standing 5'9" as he was at 160. One of the most busy, one of the most defensive. He was doing the shoulder roll when motherfucking Floyd was probably 10, 11 years old. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit is new. All that shit is the Detroit style of boxing. That's how they fight out there. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to know about James, just do your history. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think James is doing it for the money, because he's been getting money since he fought Roy Jones Jr. back when Roy was good. You know what I mean? It's like people don't understand how long James been doing this shit, man, and how good he is. Now, as far as this fight with Couture, really, if Couture don't win, MMA probably got some serious problems on their hand, because there's no reason for him not to win this fight. Okay, take James down and win the fight. You know what I mean? But if they really wanted to make a statement, in my opinion, what they would have did was Dana White could have crossed over and promoted a boxing match. You see what I'm saying? He could have put big ass Brock Lesnar in there with James, and I bet you James would whoop that ass over the course of 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it means nothing. It's more of a spectacle or a clown show of anything. But James loved to fight, and he's still capable of fighting, and he not scared of nobody. You know what I mean? And Couture is not scared of nobody. I believe Couture will fight anybody. He would fight the Klitschko's. If you put him in a cage, he should be willing to fight anybody. That's his domain. He one of the baddest motherfuckers that ever get in the cage. So he shouldn't have a problem fighting anybody in the cage, regardless of how big they was, whatever it is that they knew. That's Randy Couture. I mean, he ain't got no business being scared. So I'm wondering, is it even odds on this? You know what I'm saying? But really, I make a call out to Randy Couture. Randy, be a man. Go in there with some motherfucking shoes on. Don't kick and don't wrestle, and let's see how good you is. Go old school. Take the motherfucking gloves off and go pure Marcus of Queensberry. You know what I'm saying? Bare knuckle boxing for 3 5-minute rounds with James Toney, and y'all tell me, you know what I mean, who you think is what. You know what I mean? Now, as far as the comparison, I have a video already about trying to compare MMA and boxing. They're not the same thing. It's not the same lane. It's apples and oranges. It's basketball and football. It's a win-win for Toney. You know what I mean? If he lose on the ground. Now, if he lose standing up, unless he get kicked in the head or get it. There's so many ways for James to lose that it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So really, if Randy don't come through, I mean, all them MMA guys really just got to just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because he should win. There's like 99, 98% chance that Randy Couture would win this fight, because common sense tells me that boxing is boxing, wrestling, jujitsu, boxing, a little bit of kickboxing. Those are all things that Couture know. I mean, what is this? It's a fucking clown show. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's not relevant. The only way it's relevant is that if James Toney knock him out, and if that happened, like I said, James can't lose. In my opinion, what is he losing? If he gets wrestled, if he gets taken to the ground and gets tapped out, what does it mean? That's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? If he gets kicked in the leg, with good leg kicks all night long, and he can't come out because he can't walk, that's what's supposed to happen. He's never done it before. You know what I'm saying? What they should have did, if they really wanted to make a statement, was put Kimbo Slice in the ring with James Toney. You know what I mean? And James would whoop that ass. And I like Kimbo, but he would get his ass whooped because he liked to throw hands. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking ridiculous to me, man. And I won't be ordering that. Just like I won't be ordering, you know what I mean, Manny Pacquiao versus Margarito. But I'm glad to see my man Floyd sitting next to Don King. Hopefully they can make something happen. And it's really not for Floyd, it's to give Don King one last run because he really deserves that before he leave us because he's been doing it for a long, long time. That's it. That's all.